time of year.
So then let's talk about your songs in the 2K soundtrack. It's Did To It and Kobe, and then you are featured as well with Handle Life Story with Dribble Too Much.
Look, I got a lot of chickens. Always had a pot to how my job was tripping. Pops was on a proper mission, now I got some distance.
Did To It.
Downtown Phoenix on a bright and let's go.
Kevin, thanks for.
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And now the New York Knicks starters. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. RJ Barrett is out there with AI. And it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3. What happens to team chemistry, Brent, at this stage of the season? Teammates have spent, a lot of time together already at this point.
Well, this is where veteran leadership and guys who have been through deep runs or their understanding of what it takes to have a team go through deep runs can really pay off, Kevin. Making guys accountable to the things that you've talked about all year long in the next couple of weeks, that's critical.
Now, Rubio, after the missed 3 from AI. Saric outside. Booker outside. Saric trying to break free. No good from Booker. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And that's a strength of Mitchell Robinson's game, a force in the paint.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Just over a minute played here in the start of the game. The pass to Ayton. Inside, here's Rubio, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And Ricky Rubio, last season, signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
What do you think? It's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now, here's AI. Coming off a solid outing against Portland. Randall with the bucket.
Well, Randall finding out some creative ways how to score on the inside, becoming smarter and more adept at doing so.
Now, here's Rubio. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. A baseline J, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, that mid-range J usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Pass to Randall. It's stolen by Saric. Now, here's Rubio. He's guarded by AI. Saric looking around. Oubre outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the bucket.
Capable of hurting you with that kind of jump shot.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group in for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Taurean Prince comes in for Randall. Kevin Knox is checked in for Harkless. And it's Ntilikina in for Barrett. And here are the Suns now, following the 3 from AI. Bridges passes to Boyd. Here's Okobo. He's guarded by AI. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Prince. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. AI passes to Portis. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Out to the right wing. Here's Kaminsky. Shot is good off the back rim and in. So for Phoenix, their last game, a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, tough game on.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. They trail by 14. Here's AI. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Booker. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
To respect the level of concentration from Devin Booker on that shot. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He scored 41 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention. And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there. But maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Now, here's Rubio. He has 6. Passes it to Ayton. Barrett against Rubio. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at half.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. 13 points up at the end of... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different. Eyes checked in for Elfrid Payton. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And New York, looking at who they've got, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. AI is out there with RJ Barrett, and it's Harkless in at the 3 spot.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from AI. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. At one point, they led by 16.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
AI with the bucket.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
From deep three-point range, good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far. First one falls for him.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And Phoenix making a change here. Baines is checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Randall. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Maurice Harden. A nice shot by AI.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Suns leading by 4. And there's the pass to Baines. Kicks it to Oubre. Rubio in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Count it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
From deep, connects again from distance.
And all season long, he's been nothing but money from beyond the arc.
You're right. He's been nothing short of amazing for him as he edges closer to 3rd most three-pointers in a single season. Booker outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And now the Knicks on the break. And Portis throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. A different look for... A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Boyd in a shooting guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, putting on a bit of a show here.
Oubre outside. Back to Rubio. And so no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory no